Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing tonight? It's Wrap It Up, and we are looking at every single paint scheme that they're going to run down in Atlanta, and we're doing it down in the order that they finished over in Pocono. With me, right over here, Mr. Matt Carr. How are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. We're coming live from Satan's basement, so it's nice and warm, baby.
It is toasty down in Bristol, y'all. We are cooking it up a bit, and someone who finally cooked up something last week. What about the man right there? Finally got the monkey off his back and won in the 19.
And he finally got his banner up in JGR. He hung it himself.
There you go. He's made Carl Edwards more proud than he could ever be, as if Carl Edwards cared what that number did. Folks, hang with us. We're going to look at every single paint scheme. We'll be right back with you, baby. Hold on.
Watch out.
Oh, it's a good night. How y'all doing in the chat? There's Big Mag. What are you doing, Mag? He knows about corn dogs. Hit him with the corn dog sound.
He's a good old corn dog, man.
That's the corn dog,
That's
man.
him right there. Victor, what's up, my man? A lot of people cheering in, coming in. Get in here, folks. We got a lot to talk about and a lot to show you tonight. A lot of great things. 19 finally got it over with. Now he's officially in the JGR club. He's good to go.
And it actually didn't take him as long as I thought it would, to be honest with you. And the bracket, I know they're doing that bracket challenge.
They are.
He goes up against Noah Gregson this week.
Noah Gregson. I got to go with the 19 if I'm making a pick over Noah.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
I don't know. It's Atlanta, you know. It's a plate track, so it's
like
a
wild card.
Exactly. It's going to make it even harder. It's not like betting on basketball where, well, this team's better because every week it's
not like
anybody could pull off anything.
Yeah, it's not like you're betting against the Fever or against any other team out there in WNBA.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So,
that big WNBA bet. I'm just on there all the time.
Yes, sir.
No one has got a full picture that we know of yet. As of airtime here on Wednesday afternoon, Denny Ham is going to run the King's Hawaiian sponsorship he stole from Brad Keselowski.
How dare he?
How dare he? This we've known about this since the break, that they left Brad and came to Denny, and they had all that time. It's been 6 months, and they couldn't get a paint scheme together. So here's all we got. King's Hawaiian did update their logo just this week to a different font.
I mean, King's Hawaiian is usually hot. That's how I like them, out of the oven.
There you go. You got to toast them up, right? Toasty buns. Everybody loves toasty buns. How could you not love toasty buns? They're so delicious.
I mean, they're pretzel buns. You ever the pretzel sliders? They're not bad.
By King's Hawaiian?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was even a thing.
There is. They're not worth $6, but
I'll
tell you about that.
Here's somebody worth $6. Look at the man driving the Advance. Oh, this is one of my favorite schemes of this era of NASCAR. It's so beautiful. I thought he was going to have a win, and then he didn't.
Well, you know, if you listen to Denny Hamlin's podcast, he always talked about the dirty air. You cannot do anything in this car with dirty air. And I said, why don't you get some clean air, Denny? And he said, what are you doing? And I was like, sorry.
Okay, that's a good point, I guess. He's going up against the 77 this week in this bracket challenge deal.
That's going to be a good one.
That is. Going to Atlanta, that could be either one of those guys.
Yeah, because, I mean,
really,
historically, you know, whoever owns this car, Penske, these are really strong in Atlanta.
Wow, he's very nice.
But Carson Hocevar, man, he might be the hottest thing on track, baby.
He's hot.
Ooh. Oh,
speaking of hot, oh, my goodness.
I know I just blew out y'all's headphones, but I'm going to tell you right now.
What are you going to do?
That's my wrap of the week, baby.
Double wrap of the week. I'm with you.
Outstanding or than hell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead. That's hot. This is the best scheme, one of the best schemes of the year.
I think I bought stock in Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
A Kroger scheme. Did anybody think a Kroger that normally watches this and goes through this with us, a Kroger scheme was going to step up this hard, come into the game this hard? Kroger been holding back like they had broke legs, and then got to the ring and threw down like James, what is his name?
Hatfield.
The king of soul, James Brown, you know, and he throws the robe off.
Man, it is hot. And Mag even says it's hot, actually. So, yes.
Well, there you go.
I agree with you.
And
100%.
you know it's true.
And I think who was Briscoe going up against in this bracket challenge? Because their paint scheme's not as high as this one. I know that for sure.
Who is Briscoe or
Todd Gilliland? That's who he's going up against. So
17's against Todd Gilliland?
yeah, so Busher's going to win that bracket. Sure.
You know, Todd's been done wrong. Folks, you got to hang with us to see what's happened to Todd. They've dirty this week like you would not believe.
It's sad.
It
It's
is.
really sad.
That's a hot car right there.
Man. And what in the world is this?
Guys, I don't know. I'm not going to say any legitimate words, okay? This is made by a kid who has cancer for something, and
Well, then I'm going to feel bad about this.
he did a great job. You probably should.
I mean, he did
Okay.
a good job,
Sure.
but
It's the best kid designed paint scheme I have seen all year. How about that? Okay. Look, it's got stuff.
bacon. It's got bacon on the
It says
side.
nurse on it. Even if you don't like nurses, you've got just a giant thing that says nurse on the front, you know, to ram people with. Here's some here's some interesting nurse facts for you.
Oh man,
This week, I saw a survey that said female nurses are more likely to cheat on their significant other than anyone in any other career.
no one is shocked by that fact.
That's what I said.
Damn
So it really stands out that
If
maybe
you saw one episode of
you're-
Grey's Anatomy, you already know.
I haven't, and I still knew. I just know my friends who have been married to nurses are not married to nurses any longer. So something like that happened.
Oof. Oh man, I thought this was gonna be like an old Dale Jarrett paint scheme when I saw that hood.
Look at this. They updated this. This is Pi Barker, as we call it, Chaw Backer. They run fire and safety. This is pretty hot for the 42.
I mean, honestly,
Get it? It's hot. Got the flames
John
on.
Hunter Nemechek, he might be the biggest surprise of the year, especially for that Toyota camp, especially for good old Jimmy Johnson and the Legacy Motor Club. However, they haven't won yet, so that doesn't
Have
matter
not.
what they do.
But
You're
they're
the boss, Jimmy.
they're running a lot
I'm
better.
the
Like
boss.
it's significantly huge, the step that's taken here. The 6th place. I think he qualified like what, 3rd or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like third.
Anyway,
and
he was
got
up front the
down.
whole time. He finished the race well. It's got a bunch of names right on this, 8,000 different names right on here. I don't know if it's people who are in the fire system or people who are military. I have no idea.
I don't
So
know, but we like it. You know,
you like it. Well, that does bring up one thing. It's time for this week's. Oh, yes. The Garage of Lies, folks. We have got something amazing for you this week. Okay?
Dale Jr. Man.
Just got to show you all the things here. First of all, let me get back on here. Go back. Why is this playing and not stopping? I hate when it does things that I hate.
Man, I just really like that Dale Jr. is an upstanding citizen.
Oh, my goodness. Where did that go? You think? Let's try it again.
I just can't believe it.
So sorry, folks. We have way too many things here. Here we go.
Max said, "Why is there bacon on the side of that Chase Elliott car?" Well,
Oh,
bacon might have been that kid's favorite. I don't know.
it's all right to like bacon.
I love bacon. Look at me.
Oh, my God. Where did this picture go?
It was Dale Jr. holding babies, right? Is that the
Oh,
one
I'm
you're
so
looking-
sorry, live audience.
Holding bacon babies. Wait, that ain't right. That wasn't bacon babies.
Why does this hate us? It didn't do this before the show. How about that? Okay, I'm going to fix it very quickly
That's
for
what
you.
happens when you do it live, baby.
This is how it goes, isn't it?
It is, and that's okay, man.
Apparently so. It's going to have to be. I'm going to add these files really quickly.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Dale Jr., the NFL star.
Dale Jr. Now, if you've watched the first, I think it was, episode of Garage of Lies, then you know Dale Jr. found 2 abandoned babies, right, who showed back up 18 years later. Well, Dale's all over the place just finding children and adopting children. He's such a gracious person. Dale Earnhardt Jr., it says here, the NFL star. Did you know he was also an NFL
I
star?
thought he played tight end for the Redskins back in the day.
Well, he played for, soccer for the Moorestown Blue Devils, maybe middle school, maybe high school. I don't know. But
so he's a football star.
well, apparently he's now in the NFL. He's just decided to adopt a boy from the Hope Orphanage in the U.S. As his real brother. Now, he's not going to be his child, okay? He's getting this kid to be his brother.
Man,
So he's adopting on behalf of Dale Sr., and now this child will be a managing partner, I guess, in Junior Motorsports.
and you can get the full story in words that touch Dale Jr.'s heart in the comments.
Yeah, the nannies couldn't hold back their tears Look at him.
Man.
Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at the little boy. Look at the football. He's got to be, what, 3?
3 or 4, man.
He can palm that football with one hand at 3 years old.
Jalen Hurts better watch out. Dale Jr.'s brother is coming for your starting job in Philadelphia.
Well, look at this. Now, Dale also wanted people to know he didn't drive for the money, but he adopts for love. It's the heartbreaking truth about his adoption story that will make you cry. And then here's 2 other girls he's adopted, which turns out actually are his biological children, though, in the picture. I don't know how they got that mixed up, but maybe they were talking about this, because 20 years ago, remember it was like, what, 16 years ago he found those 2 boys.
Yeah.
Now, 20 years ago, he rescued 2 twin girls also. So 20 years later, they return as surprised the NFL community to tears. Everyone who watches NFL was crying over Dale Jr. finding these babies.
I mean, I remember that. I remember watching the Super Bowl, and he found the babies, and I was just drove to tears, man.
Well, he finds them on a cold winter night. He's got the greatest challenge of his life, even though he had found, 2 boys abandoned apparently like weeks before.
Weeks before.
Anyway, he had a whole journey with them, and it's an amazing thing. Here they are, the 2 babies that he found, and then they showed up, and for some reason, this kind of looks more like Carrie to me than it does Dale over here in the corner.
Yeah, and that lady kind of looks like Danica Patrick.
There's something weird going on here. All right, well, that's this week's Garage of
Which
Lies,
is
folks.
Danica count number
Hey.
14. I'm
There we
sorry,
go.
folks. We can't get away from her.
We cannot get away from her. Oh, let's get back to cars, though. Coming in with a decent run over there is Kyle Larson, even though he's been having what seems like a bad time for Kyle Larson, don't you think?
I think so. I think Rick Hendrick. I think
He loves money.
Rick Hendrick kind of agrees with Kyle Larson. He kind of wishes
yeah?
that he didn't he'd stop hitting crap.
Well, I could see that. Rick, this is another just random Facebook garbage. I think they were talking about Kyle here with a comment of I'd like to stop hitting stuff, but they put a picture of Rick, and I just like this better. I like to think that Rick's just walking around HMS just like putting holes in the drywall, you know. He's mad and comes out of and there's a picture of Terry Labonte. He's like, right in the face, busts his hand up, you know, just something crazy like that. I like to think Rick's getting wild over there. And
He's back there with Taylor Bond. He's like, ah!
hit that stuff.
Man, oh, man.
60, baby.
He's ran this before, correct?
He has Solomon Plumbing. This is the 6 also ran Solomon Plumbing. The 6, though, also had it in ECU, Eastern Carolina colors.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
1 week, yeah.
So now this is the
This is the standard Solomon Plumbing. Apparently, they're green and gold. And
Priest is going up against Byron in the
oof.
in the bracket challenge. So
Oof.
R.I.P. Ryan Priest in the bracket.
Yeah.
Unless super speedways are actually nice to Ryan Priest this week.
Could be. But, man, Byron's not somebody I want to face at Atlanta.
No, not even on the computer.
What about this guy? Here's his boss man.
Keselowski.
He's got the old people phones. Have y'all got one of these phone plans? Apparently for $50, $30, $60, I don't know. You can call everybody you want. It comes with a rotary phone and seeing eyeglasses.
Four. Oh, screwed up. Got to do it again. And Brad Keselowski goes against Kyle Busch. That's going to be a good bracket challenge, I think.
Wow. Yeah, that's, they were at one point, those two were battling against each other as the pinnacle. And now they battle against each other as the mid-pack.
That is a big boy.
My dreams have fell apart.
Do you think they're both washed?
No,
that's a.
I really don't. I just think they're at a different point in the career, and I think the car change makes a difference. Team changes. Honestly, I think the best thing they could probably do, if the two people together, if BK would retire and focus on ownership and hire Kyle to come drive the 6, I think you could have something there. I think they would be stronger overall like that.
I would buy all the merch.
You could do something with that, I think. I think that'd be a winning car.
If that happens, folks, you heard it here first on Wrap It Up.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. NASCAR.
We're going to say every random thing until one of them's right. And be like, look, we told you.
Gotta get in your grandstanding and your hot dogging, don't you? Yeah.
He's been running this Quaker State hood a lot with the Menards this year. I think this is like third time maybe.
Well, also, it's the Quaker State 400.
Right. So they have to double down on it.
Yeah, double down. And also, I will say, when I was on last time in the Turn 15 oil chug, Quaker State was the winner.
Dang.
So most
smooth.
It was smooth. Did not go down as good as Motorcraft, but Quaker State did win. And Austin Cedric, will he win? his second race of the year. It's hard to say his second race of the year when he's already got one. It's so weird to me that he already has one win.
I know. It's weird to me to think he has 3 overall wins, making him like the top 80 drivers of all time or something ludicrous like that. Who's he got to go against this first
Zane
round?
Smith. So
Okay.
Austin Cindric's probably going to move on.
Listen, Zane, though, every once in a while is like a 10 and an 11 or something, you know? The 2 could have a bad race and pull it out. I mean, I think everybody's going to go 2, though, in most cases.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody,
I mean,
y'all out there, anybody in the chat, y'all tell us if you know what these picks are.
maybe Brad.
Oh, here's a great idea. Maybe he could sell his soul to the devil and run the 6. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
That is true.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Here to help a small streamer grow. Well, thank you, whoever.
thank you. That's
Keep on coming. Here's the 48 car, Better Together. They're running Ally. They run Ally every scheme. Ally, you know, I understand from something I read today, charges as much as 28% interest on your loans. Did you know that?
I did not know that because
I didn't either. That's just something I read. I could be totally wrong about that.
My wife just has a savings account with them with pennies. I think's in it.
Pennies.
She doesn't let me know actually.
Well, there you go. That's better.
so
She's ready to. She's saving up one of those bags called "I'm Moving Out" bag.
no. Oh no.
Title back with title backs.
There you go. Yeah. Sad music.
But anyway, it looks like I had it and it's gone. Anyway, Josh Berry, look at this paint scheme for the Wood Brothers.
Yeah. This is hot.
It is hot. And
I can't believe Dex has really come on this many races this year. This is 3rd or 4th already.
yeah, and it's well,
And they're really a Harrison Burton sponsor, so it's kind of
here's the thing. Josh Berry won way before Harrison Burton did, and Josh Berry goes up against John Hunter Nemechek in that bracket challenge.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's going to be interesting.
It will be interesting, and also Dex Imaging. There's actually this place in Knoxville.
Really?
So every time I drive by it when we
We
go
need
to
to stop in
Nashville,
there and see what it is that they're trying to do.
I'm just trying to see if Harrison Burton's like CEO.
They do need a corn dog
wanna-
sponsorship. That's absolutely true.
I want to talk to him.
That's the corn dog man.
43. Listen, I've been talking a lot of Dodge every time we come to the 43, you know, and I've got my suspicions. I haven't made up my mind just yet, but I've got my suspicions that when Dodge has to make a move, the 43 and these guys, they're in prime position with the King Association. I'm just saying. It's just speculation.
When you talk about legacy, let's talk about Petty and Dodge.
Right.
That's what I thought, right? And also, Toyota does not look at the legacy team as like a flagship team, right?
Oh, no, yeah. They're like a B team. So they're supposed to be getting everything that 2311 is getting from JGR, but it's hard for me to. I mean, the last few races they've been good, but I don't know. It's
I think they're good on their own merits.
They are.
I think
They
it's
are.
just Jimmy out there. He's
Jimmy.
he's adopting 3 kids tomorrow. If you want to see the news for next week,
Oh, man. That's going to be huge for Jimmy.
it is.
Can't wait. I hope they're all 3 years old. Look at this.
Did you see this thing?
This is
Did
crazy.
you see the video that came out with this?
Mm.
They were like, so did the pickle want to go to Sonic or did the Sonic want to go to the pickle?
Mm.
And they were like, so we brought both. And apparently there's a meal coming out. It's called the Big Deal Combo.
Oh. That's funny. That's funny.
But also this paint scheme's kind of bad.
Well, let me tell you, this is just thrown acid in the face of Todd Gilliland right here, because this pickle deal has been a staple since last year for Todd. This is an original sponsor that Todd brought in himself and locked down that people got behind. They said, pickles, Todd, this is your thing. Like, he ran this last week. They made so many shorts about the pickle card. It's like Todd's whole personality, they're basing on this sponsor, okay?
Yeah.
And then this week, Ty Gibbs shows up with it. And it's war.
And it's kind of bad that the front runner of Front Row gets a sponsor downgraded to the weakest link at JGR.
Is he the weakest link, you think?
I mean, I feel like if he was on a game show and the host was like, "You are the weakest link. Goodbye."
It's
wouldn't
very
shock me.
true. Very true. What you're saying could be very possible. But let me throw some things out for you here.
Throw them at me.
All right. Let's look at people who are well known with JGR, okay? You would definitely say when you think JGR, Kyle and Denny are in there, right? Having won Kyle 2 championships with them, Denny being there since it started.
And Bobby Labonte.
Right. And Bobby, yeah, hugely renowned with the 18, but they kind of just
Jason
let him go
Leffler.
when they got done.
Um,
But here's some very successful people. Now, keep in mind, At this time, Kyle Busch in his first 100 starts is not. He's spending the first 3 years at Hendrick. But here's like stats. How many? The top fives is where I'm like, The laps led 4,000. That's big.
That's a lot.
There's a lot there. Let me hit you with another stat, okay? This is comparing him to people driving right now, people who are his peers about his age, about what he's doing. Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson. He's running better than them. He doesn't have wins, but neither do they. So,
and that's saying a lot because I feel like when Ty Gibbs came out with Noah Gragson into the Cup Series, they were kind of neck and neck in the Xfinity Series because it was
absolutely
every week it was Ty Gibbs versus Noah, and whoever came up on top, you knew, like, oh, this is going to be a good championship battle.
Right.
And now that they're in Cup, it's like, where are they? And as you have done your research here, Dr. NASCAR, Gibbs is noticeably ahead.
Well, let me hit you with even more stuff here.
Man,
let's look at let's look at him with those two peers there. The lower the bar is, the better, okay? You want to be towards the zero. That means you're starting in the front. So Ty here is doing better than those two. You may say, though, those two drive for Front Row Motorsports, and you would be right. The equipment is better.
Yes, but Noah did drive for Legacy beforehand.
That's
so
true. That's true. He
their Chevy days.
He got around there, didn't he?
He did. Also,
looks like, get this to work. I've got multiple charts if they'll work.
Oh.
But now, for some reason, it wants to show us that. So that makes sense, right? All right. Well, maybe we won't see that. All right, here we go.
Okay.
So performance over the first 100 races, seeing a chart the way they go again. On this one, you want the line to be higher. So the higher the line, the better. Notice the yellow line. That's where everybody's concerned because he has no wins, as were Denny and Kyle. Definitely were bringing wins. Look at Kyle's top 10s, though. He just did not quit. He was out the gate. Looky, here's another 100 races, laps led, where they're running. Now, this breaks down. This is what I really like. I like this chart. These are all people who started out as rookies with JGR. And then J.J. Yaley, of course, did not do very well as a rookie with JGR.
He's already doing better.
Right. And so up here, you want your line higher, and down here, you want your line lower. If you look at Ty coming across here, he's about even where everybody else is. In fact, he's better than Joey Logano in a lot of ways. And we know Joey's got 3 championships. So maybe we shouldn't set the boat on fire just yet.
So it sounds like he just needs a change of scenery.
Maybe. Maybe he does. You might be right.
Because, I mean, it didn't really work out with J.J. Yaley.
Could he possibly leave? There's
no chance because of Grandpa's money, baby.
Right. Nowadays, I mean, it's happened before, but these days, no. There's no way. Papaw's got the money. It's approved. I don't think he could.
No, and also, can Ty Gibbs get the monkey off his back and win at a super speedway this weekend?
We'll find out.
You'll tune in on TNT, sadly, not Prime.
Wow, it's very nice.
Yeah. What about the 99? This man, one of his wins, last win, and he has really good stats there. Pulled this sucker out. What do you think about that?
I mean, I like it. And that's the second Quaker State sponsorship we've seen on a car.
They're going big. Pennzoil loves Las Vegas. Quaker State loves Atlanta.
Why?
I don't know. It's just whatever deal they got on the race, and then whatever team they have an association with. They're like, hurry, do that right there. That's the one we want.
But, I mean, also, can Daniel Suarez get another win at Atlanta? I think his average finish there is like 5th since they did Super Speedway.
Right. It is. You know what? I'm afraid he's in trouble if he doesn't. Like the 87, who's going to be in the race later, we'll see. Zillage 88 in Xfinity. He's coming, dude. He's coming hard.
And Dale Jr. is going to be the crew chief.
Every race.
Every race.
It's going to be awesome. Oh, Joey with the blue. See this yellow banner up here?
Does that mean they're in the bracket challenge?
That means they're in the bracket challenge. Everybody except for like 4 normal people and 4 open cars are going to have that yellow banner. So it's almost like we're back at the sprint playoff days.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, are we in the playoffs already?
Right.
Also,
throwback.
Is this just the Winston, but in a way more complicated factor?
Well, the Winston really was just the all-star race, honestly.
Yeah, but you remember they put like the little orange dots on the windshield?
Yeah, they had those things.
Yeah,
the Winston Million. Yeah. I know. No bull.
No bull, yeah.
And they had the number changed color on the top. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's a great comparison, actually. Who's he running against, the 22?
Joey Logano is running against Alex Bowman.
Another one it's going to be hard to call. I don't know. Joey's strong there. Strong.
Yeah, he's won like one of the races. And this is the guy that won it last time we came.
This guy could win anything, honestly. He's good.
He is good. He's good. And Ream is going to come and sponsor the car again.
They're putting a lot of money in. They must be selling water heaters like there ain't no tomorrow. I'm telling you what.
Well, the thing is, they're going to get Ricky Stenhouse Jr., so they needed all the blockers they needed for him not to wreck him.
Man, Ricky was running up front a lot last week. What was up with that? He was running well at Pocono.
I don't know.
They got Chili's back on the car.
I am hungry for some Chili's.
This is a place where this man's been running good. Spire, would have good runs here already. This could be a win place if somebody doesn't put him in the wall like Ricky.
And he's going up against Ryan Blaney in the bracket challenge. So this is going to be a good one because I feel like that 77 and the 12 are going to be kind of up front the entire time.
I think you're right.
I could be wrong, though. Because if Ricky takes him out at Atlanta, that's going to be chicken, you know what.
You think drivers are going to be like, if they see the driver they're going against, they're going to make an extra effort to actually make the pass? Or they're going to collect points? Like, is this really going to matter to them because it's so far away? I mean, you get $1 million, that's a lot of money, but are you really going to think about it in terms of everything else that's going on during the race to let you?
I don't think so, because also,
your decision.
As a fan, I didn't even know this bracket challenge was a thing, really, at all, to be honest.
They really didn't push it as well as they should have. You're absolutely right. It's definitely, speaking of things that weren't pushed like they should have been, and by that I mean off a cliff, Justin Haley is here.
I thought you meant this god-awful paint scheme.
Well, that's what I mean. It's bad. I'm tired of seeing Gamebridge write their own name on every freaking car.
Well, I mean, the thing is, the Indiana Fever play in the Gamebridge Arena, and Gamebridge sponsors a lot of cars. So Gamebridge has the money to burn.
They got money.
But also, J.J. Ellie's going to get Ty Gibbs in the bracket challenge.
How did you, what?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to match up, because that seems weird.
Yeah. I guess he was
very low ranking, right?
He was 27th seed, and Ty was 6th somehow. That was his best finish. So the best finish out of those 3 races Justin Haley had was 27th. That's pretty sloppy.
That's all. Well, he's also went through a crew chief change. He's also went through.
That's because he sucked so bad he made his crew chief quit.
I don't think Rodney Childers wanted to be there. I really don't.
Apparently not.
Because also,
maybe you're right.
It came out that RFK wanted him to come over and be like a specialist analyst or something like that, kind of like a Chad Knaus kind of role, and he said no. So he doesn't want to be involved.
What is he going to do?
This car has sucked Rodney Childers' soul out of him.
That's pretty amazing.
I don't know what he's going to do. Sit on the couch, eat Cheetos, naked? I don't know.
Spire, just taking people's lives.
And Xenix.
Oh, man. You know what this is? This is just tools. They look identical to like the Craftsman and the DeWalt, the Porter Cable. You got all those different brands.
They look like the Hart ones from Walmart.
Exactly. Okay. They just got this different color, and they got the different name. They're probably coming out of the same factory. And
it's not Snap-on tools, though, baby. That's the locally made.
That's true.
Hendrick.
Yeah.
And also, I thought the Centrix thing, the Cenix thing, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I thought I needed to go and get prescribed this, but I'm glad you pointed out that it's tools.
It's good stuff, definitely. Ask your doctor about it.
I will.
Turns you into an X-Man based on that logo up there.
I'm in.
16.
A.J. Allmendinger.
Man, another bad race.
21st. I don't know what's going on at Colleague other than does he not care about the Cup program, and does he care that he's going up against I just lost it. I'm so sorry, folks. Michael McDowell.
I don't know if he can beat Michael McDowell.
Probably not at a super speedway.
I think he's going to lose out first thing.
And Leaf Filter, I have read that it's a really good product.
I've got it on my house. It works. It actually changed like water flow going on around my house and stopped water from coming in my basement and stuff. It worked. It's expensive. All you're buying is like mesh metal, and they just stick it in your thing. It's overpriced, definitely, but it works. So.
Well, it doesn't work like A.J. Allmendinger's Cup career.
It's not helping. No, you're absolutely right.
Go back to Xfinity.
Here's somebody who's just doing terrible.
Bing bang.
He's one of the 4 people who did not qualify to make the grid.
That's why he's mad. He wants to beat the heck out of his car, man.
You can't blame him. He's only had 1 top 10 in the entire career of the organization. Happened in Mexico.
It was the first top 10 ever.
Then he pulled that up with a 22nd. Man, he's mysteriously bad. That's absolutely true.
So, I mean,
what about Zeb?
They sell these products at Dollar Tree or the $1.25 tree, and I love that the 4 is that chrome yellow. It actually makes me want to go drink some of their product to test it against Quaker State.
Well,
it's not oil.
No, it's not oil, of course. It's just hazardous chemicals. It won't hurt you.
So Noah Gregson, can he put Zepp in victory lane.
I don't think so, but I'd like to watch him try.
I would like to see a Dollar Tree brand actually go into the. I would like to see a Dollar Tree brand beat Dollar Tree into the victory lane.
That'd be interesting. I'd like to see somebody wild pull off something. We need somebody else to land something other than the normal guys. I want to.
We need more Charlie Day wild cards.
Yeah,
In
absolutely.
the playoffs.
Absolutely. Here's a car
can't
you can
see
never see. I like that they wrote it in red. It makes it so legible.
I can't.
It's
Is there a car on screen? I can't see it.
well, don't worry. You're not going to see it probably up front come the race at Atlanta. I'm going down to Atlanta. I'm kind of dreading it a little bit because the heat. It's so freaking hot.
It's a night race.
I know, but I got to get there during the day and just sit around in a field, so I don't want to burn up.
Make sure you get those grizzly lip pouches.
Oh yeah, if people I'm with probably will want some of those grizzly lip pouches.
But here's the thing:
Walk around what?
the dog's back.
He is back. Give you the thumbs up. We said earlier who he had to go against, and he was probably going to lose.
Yeah, and it's Austin Cindric.
Yeah.
And also, the Aaron's Dream Machine.
I had a dream about it.
Is there a dream
Mhm.
that this thing can win?
There's a dream, and it has to be at like Dega, and they have to be lined up right and all that. David Reagan dreams it over and over and over at night.
I mean,
He loves it, absolutely.
but the 38 car, I don't know, man. I just feel like on lap 52, he's just going to slam into the wall.
You know, I think they messed up keeping the 38 when they rearranged everything.
It didn't make sense.
They should have picked up the 14.
Yeah.
4, 14, 34. Yeah. That
You
was a
know
ball
what, though?
drop.
That's big money.
That's true.
Oh, man.
They're going to get just psychedelic down there, baby. Running this again. Number one, this second time he's run it. Have you went and had a Frosty in a long time?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Like, this is psychedelic, baby. Also, I didn't know they had all kinds of different, like, flavors of Frosty now.
Fixins.
Because sometimes I do DoorDash on the side.
Oh.
And there was a lady.
Mhm.
She was making a Frosty, and I saw her put Oreos in it. Then I saw her put, like, this brownie batter in it. And
Ooh.
I said, is that a Frosty or is that like a McFlurry? And she goes, don't you dare call this thing a McFlurry. It's a Frosty.
Oh, territory. She's
And I was like,
the
God.
Wendy's.
I was like,
gang.
is Mr. Thomas back there? Like, is he yelling at you?
Dang. I might go try that out. I've got like a small Frosty thing in my car, like somebody gave me.
It doesn't cover those.
This is ridiculous. It's stupid.
I thought this was
Gotta get in
America.
your grandstanding and you're hot dogging, don't you? Yeah.
Oh, what about this old boy? He not a good of a finish as I thought he'd have at Pocono, but I highly suspect he's going to be good coming this week down to Atlanta.
He's good at super speedways, man. William Byron.
Byron.
And I think also he is
The week's rated up. Oh my goodness.
the Exalta, man. It's always hot.
It is.
But I want to know what the folks in the comments have to say.
Good point.
1 through 4
Look
tires.
at all these people down here. We got a lot going on over here today. We hadn't had a chance to pick a lot of comments. I see a lot of you over here.
I see Caleb in the chat.
Caleb,
He
what's
said I
up, dog?
talked crap about Josh Berry. I don't even remember talking crap about Josh Berry.
Congrats to Caleb. Caleb, everybody congrats him in the chat. Caleb got married. He is a man among men now. Congrats, Caleb. But we want to know how many wheels you giving this sucker. 1 through 4 tires. Just put it in the chat.
4 tires
One tire,
is Jeff
2 tire.
Gordon.
Thad, what's up, my man? Thad,
2 tires, Thad.
I'm almost offended by this.
Wow.
Like that's so low, Thad, for such a classic, beautiful car that
It just reminds me of
pardon me for a moment.
Jeff Gordon's just in this car, baby.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Absolutely, this was beautiful.
Literally, this is how I feel.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
All right, what you got? What you got? What you thinking?
4 tires, baby.
Yeah, that's hot. You're right.
It's hot. Just like here in Satan's basement, man. It's
Absolutely.
hot paint scheme.
I'm gonna go with you. We're gonna double it up, man. This is a hot car. This deserves 4.
Man, this is going to be one of the top paint schemes of
3.5.
2025.
Hey, look at that. That's 3.5. That I'm gonna say that's a 4. We're gonna round up
Yeah.
because it's too good.
You can't have 3.5 tires on a car. If you do, it's blowing out, baby.
Man, that's a hot one. Hot one,
That was hot.
definitely.
We got to cool it down with some
Oh.
cold custard.
You get on the track and cool down a lot of things into the wall.
William Byron going to be against Ryan Preece. I'm pretty sure he's going to win that bracket challenge. And look at that. What in the... Hold
It's
on.
a new sponsorship for Todd this week, and he didn't get very creative with it, did he?
No.
He got very here's some shapes. But look, This is a challenger against the 20. They're trying to step up that hot water heater battle that's so prevalent in NASCAR.
Here's the thing, man. I just know about water heaters from based what I hear off commercials when I need to call, like Steve Huff Plumbing.
Sure.
And I just know that water heaters aren't supposed to blow up.
There you go.
And I feel like this car's going to blow up. This is going to be bad. Bad advertisement for Renee. Or is it Ren AI water heaters? Are these water heaters
New
controlled
AI.
by AI?
Oh, my gosh. You don't need hot water, Dave. You've used enough already today.
Please, Mr. AI, can I have some hot water? No.
But is the hot water industry just got jacked up prices? Because, the state's always like in Xfinity and used to be on cars. Speaking of state, let's take a moment here. Let's stop for 1 second. That brings me up. State Water Heaters was the last big sponsorship of Morgan McClure's 4-car. And local legend Larry McClure, owner of the 4-car, passed away today, we found out. So really wanted to sit down with Larry and get some of his stories and stuff, but did not have time to do that. Unfortunately, we hate to hear about that.
It is unfortunate.
Absolutely. All right, let's go back to something cheery like this old boy. Another thing that's totally unfortunate.
So he also did not qualify for the bracket challenge.
One of the other 4 cars not to be in the bracket challenge. You've got to be the worst not to get in.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Put love in it.
So, listen. I didn't know he had a brother.
Yeah.
Who has teardrop tattoos.
Yes.
Rising Xfinity Series, because I
Yes.
saw it on X. It was a post, and it was like, who is this driver? I just saw him for a second, and it literally says Carson Ware retweeted, quote, hey, that's me. And I went, holy hell, there's another Ware brother.
He looks like he's very into the Joker from the movie before last.
I just thought he was what's his name, Machine Gun Kelly.
Very Machine Gun Kelly looking, isn't he? But that's what the kids are doing these days. We're old, so I couldn't do it. But the kids are doing it, so maybe it works out for 'em.
Speak for thyself, Dr. NASCAR. I'm still a young whippersnapper and want some hungry, Jack.
Pancakes, one way or the other. Pancakes are coming with the 47 into the wall, into somebody else, into victory lane.
I do like.
What do you like?
I like that the Hungry Jack syrup bottle is pouring the syrup on the pancakes underneath the gas can.
That's true.
That is nice. That's a nice touch.
What if, I was about to say, if you had the bottle, though, where it was there, where you plugged the gas can into the bottle, I want it to really, I want a scenario going on here.
I want the Sunoco fuel, sponsored by Sunoco Fuel, the little thingy the gas man has to carry. It'd just be a big syrup bottle this week for them.
Oh, now you're talking.
Like
a giant syrup bottle. Man, wouldn't that be awesome if they could
going
do that?
in instead of like that little clear nozzle? You just see the whole thing. It's just
Oh my goodness!
I would like that.
If they could break up like the gas cans you have to use and let people start customizing, because when you go, if you're ever getting into an infield, like right by the haulers, they'll have like these stands just for you to take hero cards, and they'll be like really done nice up to whatever's going on. That'd be a perfect thing. Like if you could just have a giant.
I've really not thought about that yet.
It's got to be where you got to have the standard one, but it's another way to sponsorship.
Also, looks like
Kathy
said something about Carson's tattoos down there. They're hearts and I love you. What? I did not know that.
I love you. I didn't know that either.
They look like teardrops.
That's what I thought too. But I haven't really seen him that much, honestly.
I wish I didn't even see him that one time. SVG also did not qualify for the bracket challenge, but he is in the playoffs, folks.
But he's in the playoffs.
Do with that what you will. Okay.
I'm fine with it. Look at this. He won a race by 16 seconds. He deserves it. Go ahead. Does he deserve it more than like Bubba Wallace? Probably. Alex Bowman? Yeah.
Does he deserve it more than
Sure.
AJ Allmendinger?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think so.
More than Chase Elliott? I don't know about
Chase
that.
Elliott.
That's
Chase Elliott is okay. So, Dr. NASCAR, Chase Elliott is the most consistent driver this season. He's not finished outside the top 20 ever in any race. I've just jinxed him all.
Maybe not. Listen, 1996, Terry Labonte. He is a consistent driver. Jeff Gordon won a ton. Terry won just a couple times. He beats him because of the consistency.
Yes,
Chase may be in a good position with this stuff.
But that was a season-long thing.
It's true. It's true.
Yes,
you got to be ready round to round.
win.
Yeah, he's got to shift gears. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, I'm sure he shifts gears all the time, but God.
Oh, look at this Superman.
This thing took an upper decker, all right.
Hit the Superman. Oh, hit
Superman at Owen will be you.
They got the upper deck card. You know what? Honestly, I did see the live wrap of it after this. It pops a little bit more in the shop lights.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
It's very. I don't know. It reminds me of the early '90s, but maybe that's just baseball cards. I don't know.
I know it's baseball cards, and I know it's Superman.
I don't know why. Do they have Superman cards? I guess maybe.
So this is a double sponsorship, actually.
Well, it's
That's what
upper
it
deck
is.
Superman. So I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Well, I just know when you see this car, it took an upper decker in your toilet at home. That's all I'm going to know.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Had to be on pills, baby. And
What about your boy?
Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon.
This is Ty's most business-like suit right here, okay? The
Ty-
Mark III employer benefits. I have to go meet with these people at my work about my employee benefits like once a year. Why are they even advertising? It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm going to choose them. When I get to work, they're like, go meet with those people. There's no
Well, it's because
telling
you
me
have,
what to do.
it's because you have a contracted job and not a rich granddaddy.
Oh, well, that's true.
That's why you gotta go talk to him.
People are like, is Ty Dillon going to be back next year? Because they've said Dinger's back in the 16. Can't think anywhere Ty would go, and I can't think of who they're going to, unless they're trying to pull up an Xfinity guy. But honestly, Ty's had good runs.
So-
I think maybe I'd stick with him for another year.
So would they take Austin Hill and put him in the 10?
You know what? Actually, they won't, because Austin Hill was already offered Colleague Cup car year before last and turned it down to stay at RCR.
Can't blame him, I
Yeah,
guess.
he was going to be when Haley left the 31. They offered him that then.
Oh, I don't blame him either.
Yeah,
And also, Austin Hill's probably gonna be your favorite to win the Xfinity race.
Oh, yeah, got to be, right? He's magic. He is so magic when it comes to that stuff.
Oh, baby.
Speaking of another man knows how to drive around stuff. What about this terrible, terrible scheme? I don't like it at all.
I wish Delaware Life would just get a life and not sponsor his car no more.
You say crazy things,
I say a lot of crazy things because I know it's a self-sponsor.
right? More game bridge money, that's all it is.
And it's Safeguard soap too, right?
Maybe you're
go
right.
Back to it. Go back to it.
Is it Safeguard
I s-
soap?
I swear that looks like Safeguard soap on the bottom right there.
I
right
think that
above the
says
skirt.
Nations Guard.
I'm just going to, nope.
That's Rick Hendrick Company for car dealers to sell insurance.
Hendrick.
Yeah, Rick's got it fingers and everything. Even this. Hey, you know what he says. Okay? You put it together yourself. All right. So, over here, he's definitely a melon smoker. We haven't used that one in a long time. Bubba had a terrible finish for a reason. Let's take a look
Let's
real
take a
fast.
gander.
We got a thing here we can
Sponsored
look
by Gamebridge.
at. Look at this footage. Here goes the 35 first, slamming into the outside wall because his brakes broke. Here comes Bubba slamming into the outside wall. He was not happy. He just went ahead and unplugged his headset and everything. Wouldn't even talk to him. Then they're talking to the 45. They're like, "Hey, your car's going to break. We're sure." And he's like, "Yep, sounds like it." And they're like, well, "What are we going to do?" And he's like, "Nothing we can do. We'll just break."
There's nothing we can do, man. Just
So-
go ahead and just do the thing, baby. And, you know, Denny Hamlin did talk about it, and he said he doesn't really know if there's a solution to it.
Well, none of the JGR cars had brake rotors explode, so there has to be some solution to it.
So did 2311 get the NASCAR sponsored brake rotors?
I don't think so.
Is that a conspiracy?
I think that's a conspiracy for the week. I think you're right. I think that's a conspiracy. It could be true. There's a lot more going on in real court this week. I don't know if everybody's heard, but even today, NASCAR's wanting all the 12 teams not involved in the lawsuit to. Well, I take it back. There's 15 teams not involved in the lawsuit.
Yeah.
12 of them have a lawyer. The 12 that have a lawyer, they want them all to turn over all their financials for everything, open books, and show how much each driver makes, how much sponsors pay, and give that to NASCAR. And then they're like, the lawyers are like, you can't do that. The whole place will fall apart because you'll know how much they make, the whole thing, you know, and you can be like, well, you're already making too much. And then teams will know how much each driver's paying and all this. Anyway, it's a whole big mess going on right now.
That is a big boy.
It is a big thing. I won't waste your time, though, on a paint scheme show about it. But
That's insane, though.
what about this horrid car?
You say horrid, I say I like it.
Back to back, blowing up. You like this?
I kind of like
Tree
it,
top?
man. It's green.
Piss juice. There's a bottle. Look, that's what this is about. This is one of those where the Amazon drivers have to pee in the bottles, right?
Yeah.
And then you just throw it up in the top of the tree. And then somebody else, that's their problem. They got to worry about it.
That's that cat's problem.
You never been to
climbing
New
up there.
Jersey? That's what it's like.
I've only been to New Jersey through The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like it, though. You want to know why I like it?
Please tell me.
It reminds me of the Harry Gant old paint schemes,
I think
man.
it's just the color green.
And it looks like Christmas. And it's almost July.
This ain't a Christmas car. I'll tell you when we got a good Christmas
And it's
car. I'll throw it
Riley.
out there.
And it's Riley Herbst, man.
Well, listen, Riley Herbst sucks.
Yeah, because he didn't even qualify for the bracket challenge, man.
Exactly. He has 0 top 10s, average finish of 25th, and has not led one single lap this entire season.
How?
Well,
that's impressive. I mean, under caution, you don't pit. Like, what? You're not doing any short strategies, I guess.
the only
Who's the crew
explanation
chief?
I have is Daddy bought you a car, and this is what happens.
Who's the crew chief?
I don't even remember, honestly.
Well, he needs to be fired. Rodney Childers, I found you a place to go. Fix Riley Herbst.
We'd see something then, wouldn't we? We'll find out who knows what at
We
this
would
point.
see no improvement.
Maybe
You know
not.
why? Because he's just
Just hanging around.
That's true. We'll see how long it lasts. We got 4 open cars coming in this week. You got your boy Corey LaJoy back since he's
So-
not on the desk anymore.
the thing is, he did a really good job.
Sure.
And I thought it was not going to be a good pairing between him and Carl Edwards, but man, it was good.
It did. It worked
I
out pretty
enjoyed
good,
it.
didn't it?
But
Yeah.
with the United States not minting pennies anymore, what's he going to stack?
They're so overcrowded. She's right. New Jersey sucks. I went to New Jersey. It just looked like a landfill last time I was there.
I mean,
Been a
that's
couple of years, though.
the Sopranos were in the waste management business, so that makes sense.
Okay.
And Corey LaJoy did not make the bracket challenge.
Did not, of course not. He's open car. He did run
So
Schuler
these
system.
are the same rims that were on the Cody Ware Arby's car.
It's just a Rick Ware car.
Yeah.
It's the 15 car with a different number. That's all it is.
0-1.
What about coming back from MBM?
Okay.
Big David Starr out of Texas.
What is this?
This is a loser.
He is. He's plus 10,000 to win. But this thing is ugly.
Yeah.
It's uglier than sin.
You got too many sponsors on there for one, till you can't read anything. See, Jordan even tell you. They tried with what they have, but who can tell? Underneath the
So-
WNBA factory, you've got something about roofing in Georgia. Like, who's going to be able to read that? I'm just saying.
Well, you're going to read it perfectly fine when it spins out on lap 2 and they get a close-up of it.
Is that what does that say? World Burger Tenders?
I'm interested.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe it does work. It caught our attention.
So, okay, the 66 car, who was like the underbody? Like, who gave him this chassis?
I
Because
think-
it looks like a Penske car.
I think they just bought the parts straight from the thing, and they just keep putting that one car back together over and over and over. I think that's what's going on.
So, in the words of the great Kyle Busch, this is going to be another rolling chicane.
It is. It is, definitely. Just going to see how much David Starr stays out of it.
The Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster, baby.
Opened this week, didn't it?
It opened today, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
So breaking news. And also, it is the first racing coaster in Pigeon Forge, and it is owned by B.J. McLeod.
Where are there other racing coasters?
Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
Specifically, like South Myrtle Beach.
That sounds right. Myrtle Beach and Pigeon Forge are Branson, Missouri, maybe. Those are like
Yeah.
3 areas I could
It's
say.
like Silver Dollar City, except
Right.
for
It's all super resort, nothing. I lived there for 2 years in Pigeon Forge
I'm sorry.
when I first got married, and I worked at the NASCAR Cafe. That's how much I'm into NASCAR. I was a waiter. If you ever went to NASCAR Cafe in Sevierville, Tennessee,
When?
and from 2000 to 2002, I lived
Bro,
there.
you might have
But in
served.
2000, I might have served you your
You might have served like 8-year-old Matt.
yeah. You got a flat tire, you would say, and you need to top off your fuel. Actually, the food was amazing,
The
dude.
food was good from our. And there
It's
was
the same food they had at the restaurant called Chop House.
yeah.
Comes from the same place.
So there
Really
was
good.
a NASCAR cafe in Johnson City.
Yeah, I never even went in that one.
Me either.
Yeah, they turned it into a bank.
It's like we legit just went to the one in Sevierville.
That was it,
Not
yeah.
even the local one.
That's the only one I ever was in too, but they're all gone now. Here's your man right here that's on the come up, coming up. Connor Zillage.
You know
Is
what?
he going to win the Xfinity Championship?
It's a good possibility.
He's going to be
man.
one of the favorites, right?
He is one of the favorites. Him, Justin Argyle,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Alligator. That's it.
Alligator. Has to be, man. Connor Zillage is probably one of the best young talents, and he's a Red Bull talent, which is cool, too. You know what? I'm just going to play this.
Makes sense.
Mostly because where's he going to go after this? Who's he replace? He's going to have a full-time riding Cup soon.
He's going to Trackhouse. He's a Trackhouse signed driver.
Daniel Suarez is probably gone.
It's the only answer I can come up with, unless there's some kind of money deal with Ross.
There's no.
I cannot. Maybe they run a fourth car and don't care about a charter, but I doubt it.
That'd be tough to do, but I mean, Red Bull. Red Bull has the money to do whatever they want.
Well, yeah, Red Bull came and ran 2 cars for years.
AJ Allmendinger is a product of that.
Exactly. So, I mean, it could happen, but I think it's 99, or maybe they give it another year and then he's 99.
Do you think that they change the number?
The 99
when he gets into it?
I don't think so, because I think that's like when Justin bought the team, he got to decide what numbers they wanted.
It was 1 and 99, but
right,
I mean,
look at this shirt. Look at that. Here, give me a camera shot. Here.
Oh yeah.
Look, I got a shirt about 99 and 1. Right, you had the top and the bottom. Sexy.
That's how I feel about it. Oh my gosh, that's how I really feel about it, baby. Sorry about that, folks.
We're good. All right, so that brings us to the time of the show when
how is it already over?
That's 40 cars, man. It's been 50
We went
minutes.
through 40 cars faster than I used to go through a sleeve of Oreos.
Well, a whole sleeve, you know. I mean, you're talking about the big ones, right? The ice creams?
I'm talking about the party pack Oreo double stuffs.
Oof, those are good, too.
They were good. They were.
Hey, Kathy's been in NASCAR Cafe. She knows what it's about.
I do miss it.
Yeah. Me and my wife both worked there.
I mean, my dad always yelled at the waiters, but, you know, I enjoyed it.
Even after it had been closed down for a while.
Did you go back and sneak in, trespass?
Yeah. After it had been closed and they were getting ready to bulldoze it, me and a couple guys, J-Mo, who's on the show sometimes, and if you go watch our new Jeopardy episodes, Nick, who's on there.
Yeah.
Those two guys, we entered it, and I'll just say, maybe the room we're in has things in it like decals that came off the wall that were going to be demolished, and I saved them from the dumpster.
So hopefully, you know, that's not legally binding anymore. The statute of limitations.
They threw it all away. They had an auction, and I came close to buying a Terry uniform they had there and a DW uniform. I wanted them so bad, but I couldn't afford it.
It's kind of like
they had one of DW's Bristol trophies there. Oh man!
I remember they had some of Dale Jarrett that I always wanted.
Yeah,
I was a big Dale Jarrett fan as a kid. I don't know why.
Who are you a big fan of for this weekend winning a race?
So honestly,
what they gonna do?
Let him cook.
I think.
Let him cook now.
If we go through
Let
the
him cook.
crystal ball again, you know, since and Waffle House this is going to be an official sponsor of the Pacific Bowl. For me to say. Anyway, Waffle.
When you speak of the love language.
I'm just going to go with Carson. Oh, that is not who I picked at all. I picked Carson Hocevar.
Oh.
Not Connor Zillage.
You didn't pick Connor Zillage. You picked Carson Hocevar. Well, that's interesting that it did that.
You know what? This kid's got talent, man. If he wins this week, by God, you heard it here first.
Oh, my God. If he wins, you still get credit, I think.
Get credit, man.
Where did the 77 drive this week?
He drove that Delaware Life piece of junk.
I can't put that on the screen. That's too ugly. That's a 71. Where is he? We lost him. Oh, my goodness. No, he's Chili's, remember?
Oh, he's Chili's.
He was the chili man. There's part of the car. How about that?
Perfect. That's who I picked this week.
Okay. We'll just throw him up there in a
Hocevar.
He wrecked his way into there. I don't like my pick, honestly.
Then why'd you pick it?
Because I think it's who's going to win. And God. I hate to say it. I tried to talk myself out of it. I think the 22 pulls it off. I'm going to be there.
The thing, and well, if you're going to be there, there's a great chance Denny
Hamlin's going to win, or the 22. That was my thoughts also, because when I show up, they like to win a lot. So we'll see, but I feel like he's
need to get some help.
Going to do it. It's just what I'm going to say. I'm not happy about it. I'd rather other people, but it's what we got. So
I just think that Hocevar is due. And when you're due for a win, it's going to come in the most unexpected places. I mean,
very likely could. But
someone on Reddit said it was going to be Watkins Glen, kind of like Chase Elliott's. But honestly and truthfully,
my only problem with thinking the 77 this week is Ricky is going to be able to move around the track this weekend, and I'm like, he's not going to let him win. Ricky will put him in the wall before he lets him get a victory over him.
So is this kind of like a rowdy? It's gonna be,
this is a rivalry.
Just let me. I believe it reminds me of Rowdy Burns and Cole Trickle.
That's it. That's it right there.
You know, it's like a big rivalry.
Hopefully they make them get in a rental car together and
that'd be
ride around and
run
and stuff.
Remember when Fox let Clint Boyer and Jeff Gordon do that?
Yeah. Speaking of which, the word is part 2 is coming of Days of Thunder.
I mean, yeah, after this F1 movie and
this F1 drops and everybody's going to be excited, then we're going to have a new NASCAR movie, and maybe we'll have another, like we did the 90s, another big push in the sport, and y'all can watch the show. All right, Matt, you got anything you want to hit them with before we hop out of this one and shut her down?
just rest in peace. You know, that sucks at the news.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, go out there and support your local charities. The Wrap It Up Patreon page. That'd be great. And also, you know what? Come talk to us. Give us your meat on the voicemail.
Yeah, cut off a slab of what you got. A slice of bologna.
We want to hear your thoughts,
Throw it out.
processes, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, you got a system. You got like a where I buy cheap and sell high. Tell me about it. Come on, call.
And you know what? Go follow us, man, because if you share, you like, you comment, this thing spits us out into the algorithm, and we can be Eric E. Step.
We need some more people, and we desperately need your help. Please help. All right, we love every one of you, and we hope to see you all again next week. Check out those Jeopardy videos coming up and some more stuff. We love all of you, baby. Bye-bye.
You're the boss, Jimmy. I'm the boss.
Why don't we hit wait?